Every day we wake up and have to make a series of decisions. Procrastination or dedication. To mine or to craft. To soak your brain in pure pollution or to ascend your brain to enlightenment. These are the decisions we face. So, what choice have we made today?
Oh no!
AI accounts have gone through a lot of different states over the course of the past few years. One of the worst AI metas, I guess you could say, was disgracing those who are no longer with us.
In the most horrific way imaginable. What happened will shock you, and this is my story.
It's bad enough to try to exploit these people for gain, but to take someone who's passed on and make inaccurate info about their own life come out of their mouth makes it so much worse. And while the AI TikTok metas have been all over the place in the past few months, more and more lately you're seeing some accounts shift to following more clearly defined hyper-specific trends, where instead of, taking a different person to put on each video or taking a different history subject to put on each video, you're seeing more and more of them just basically post the same video over and over again with only the most minor changes. They're basically transforming their accounts to be a collection of one video that's trending, forming a sort of hive mind empire to just flood algorithms.
Welcome to the Baby Street Fashion Show.
Oh, you didn't like Baby Street Fashion Show? What the f- So here is the Baby Street Fashion Show. It is basically just AI babies dressed in silly little fashion looks with the same audio playing each time. Now obviously I can't play the audio here because copyright, but I can give you my best performance possible. I hope everybody's ready for my rendition of Baby Street Fashion Show. Welcome to the Baby Street Fashion Show, where cuteness meets style. Pew pew pew. Rap-a-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. Pew pew pew. Anyway, it's up for debate whether or not it even says cuteness or if it says cheapness meets style, and people are unsure if it says meets or needs, because even the AI miscaptions it all the time. I think cuteness meeting style makes more sense than cheapness needs style, but, it's up for debate. This content is word that means bad. It is bad adjective. But, have you done what these babies have done? All I know is that you kept saying, oh, when I grow up, I'm gonna do this. What are you, a slacker? Why were you not in the Baby Street Fashion Show? Let's take a look at all of these uniquely crafted account names, bios, and pictures. Baby Cats 24, Baby Viral Trend, Baby Cute Me, Laugh and Create. Creative soul-sharing fun moments exploring life through videos. And of course, all of these accounts are flooded with bot comments, but that's not as bad as your phone being flooded with spam bot calls, like mine was in the past. I didn't know where these were coming from. All I knew is that they usually wanted my money and that I won a suspicious amount of free cruises. And it's really frustrating because when this happens to you, you're wondering, how did you even find me? Where did you even get my number? And the sad thing is, it's because thousands of companies are collecting and trading your personal data. But you have a right to demand that a data broker deletes the personal information they have on you. And that's where today's sponsor, Incogni, comes in. Incogni reaches out to data brokers for you, asks them to delete your data, and deals with data brokers if they're being tricky. And for me, in the past month alone, Incogni has completed over 40 data takedown requests, which is a huge relief for me because there is just so much of your personal data out there. They have stuff that you wouldn't even think they'd have. They can have your employment history or your relatives or your social security number. And one thing I really like about Incogni is that on the dashboard, I can see a full log of all the takedown requests they've submitted, so you can really see just how much work it's doing for you. And since using Incogni, my spam calls have gone down like tenfold, and I was dealing with them for a really long time. Not so funny story, about 6 years ago, I signed up for a fitness app that I never used, and not so lucky me, it was involved in a data breach, and then shortly after that I started getting a bunch of really mysterious, sketchy calls. And then some other time, like the one time I gave in and signed up for a store loyalty card, it wasn't long before my email inbox was flooded with emails from just a bunch of random unknown senders. But Incogni's finally helped silence the spam and has been keeping my data safe. So if you want to sleep peacefully knowing that your data is protected, go on over to incogni.com/Savantics, plug in the code Savantics, you get 60% off your Incogni annual plan. Thanks Incogni for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the AI slop. Now, while a lot of the Baby Street Fashion Show TikToks are like the exact same with no changes, some accounts differ slightly. Some don't have the best quality AI models out there, right? Some still look a little behind and a little scary. Some are lazy and they don't change the baby, they just have the exact same baby every single time. It spreads fecal matter on the high art of Baby Street Fashion Show. Self-absorbed baby flop show. Now, in the baby sphere, there is an account called Cat Meow Cute. This account is just misleading. They say it's cute. Prepare yourself, jump scare warning. Boom. Baby Street Fashion Show has this flop account I discovered who just goes and comments on all of the other hive mind accounts. It's like bad enough, right? It's bad enough to sell out to making this type of content, but to just not even be good at it though, that's just on another level. And at this point, I do want to say it's kind of funny that while I was following AI accounts for this video, one of the only non-AI ones to pop up was Cocomelon. So just take that information as you will. It's just interesting is what it is. Okay, I will say this one's actually really funny. AI could never recreate this. And it's an account that basically set the standard for the Baby Street Fashion Show. But in this video, they've purposefully made it so the baby has like 3 legs. The bag like morphs and fuses into the one. And as much as this content is slop, this does show a very minimal amount of effort that has to go into it. Okay, bear with me here, okay? Bear with me here. They have to copy and paste prompts, you know, that they have to click Control-C, Control-V. They have to Control-C, Control-V their captions. But then they also, I guess, have to look to see if the video the AI made is too bad to post. It's a tough battle. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. Now, you've heard of the Baby Street Fashion Show. Are you ready for the baby mukbang account? I mean, no, you're not ready. No one can be ready for that. Before Baby Mukbang account was Baby Mukbang account, it was a failing flop Baby Street Fashion Show account back in October. That wasn't working out, so I think the creator decided to try to be different from the other baby accounts in the worst way. And some of the comments on these are very concerned. He is small men, so please don't give a lot of food. Surely all that's not for baby. I think that's sad. And then there's one random comment that absolutely sent me into orbit. The baby is hungry. Bless all the babies. We must move on to more intellectually stimulating matters. The AI cat story niche. I think it's funny how some themes and narratives that we can see all the way back in the times of ancient Greek literature play out today on... Why am I even providing analysis on this shit? I should just react to this like, whoa, it's a twister. Oh, that cat just got yeeted. Oh my god, you're gonna drown. Help. I thought that said hell. Imagine that cat went to hell. Whoa, that cat is so fat. What's going on with his tummy? No. Oh, hell no. Anywho, there's also a few of cats sitting in mystery chocolate sauce. It's quite tragic. Here's one that's interesting because you can see how lazy the creator was. You can see text in the background that says Disney or Pixar, showing that in their AI prompt, they basically said, you know, in the style of Disney and Pixar, but the AI was not smart enough, and instead of just making the visuals in the style of Disney or Pixar, they put the text everywhere. It's just funny when the prompt fails them and then they just don't really care. Here we have the cat dancing trend. It's not just one account doing this, it's not just 2 accounts doing this, it's not just 3. I mean, I'd be lying if I said I could give a number, but it's like at least this many. On social media, it is kind of all over the place as to whether or not you can make money with pure AI slop, but these accounts definitely are. First of all, there's the TikTok Creator Fund, which is gonna give you money based on how many views you have. That's an income stream for them, as well as subscription models. Genius accounts like Little Classics and Fashion Babyverse 5, I don't know what's going on with the other Fashion Baby verses, but this is apparently the 5th one. Both have models where you can subscribe to them monthly for AI babies. And of course, there's also paid product promotion because believe it or not, there's actually a lot of sponsorships for accounts like these. Now, most companies are not sponsoring this. That's pretty obvious that they wouldn't want to put their name on this. But it's mainly a lot of partnerships between other AI companies. The most popular sponsors seem to be AI video generation softwares, but the quality of these are truly indescribable. The concept of people wanting to make money in the fastest way possible with the least amount of effort isn't new. I mean, before the internet, you've seen this in tons of different mediums, but a really good example would be movies. Like the concept of mockbusters. Generally, terrible movies, but you know, like they're like my guilty pleasure. I like watching them. From a technical standpoint, they're terrible. They're created primarily with the goal of short-term profit rather than some sort of artistic expression. They're just not good. You know, I don't think anybody is saying Shark Exorcist should have won Film of the Year when it was released. While they were, of course, intellectually lazy, there was a certain level of dedication to see the project through, right? You have to, like, actually put some work in to put that thing out there. The slop is not new. The only new aspect is just how increasingly easy it is to create. So with that being said, these accounts make a lot of money and they don't really have to do much work to get there. Their bios are made by AI, their profile pictures are AI generated, the videos are AI generated, and probably their posting schedules too, because a lot of people out there have started using AI to create timetables for themselves and, you know, create content posting schedules. So the question is, what are these people actually doing? They have to do a baseline level of putting in a prompt that works to not create something horrifying, but even those, even their prompt generation or prompt mastery and creation are usually borrowed from other sources. So a lot of their creation process is choosing between different things, you know, choosing which prompt to go with, and then choosing which video looks passable enough to post, if they even care, because lots of accounts don't. It's like they took the creation out of content creation. Deep. Profound. But yeah, what are your thoughts on all of this? If you liked the video, feel free to stick around, and otherwise, just have a great rest of your day.